I gotta tell you, all those pictures are outstanding. It was a lot of fun looking through my totes and totes. I saved totes for my kids, and it was fun looking through them. I'm gonna now finish all their baby books. So I'm actually gonna enjoy this moment right now. This is very bittersweet because I know in a few minutes it will be over, and I know how fast the year went. When you get up in this position, you'll realize when you first start last year, you're so nervous in the speech, and you gotta tell you what you're gonna do and whatever. Oh, I'm supposed to come up here. Duff Goldman taught me something, and I'm supposed to go like this, yeah. I forgot that. Anyway. He was teaching me that. When you go, don't you go to rock concerts? I'm like, no, I haven't had the time lately, but I'm going to. Anyway, it's bittersweet to be up here, and because I know in a few minutes that I'm going to go from who's who to who's that. That's what all the past chairmen have told me. So I'm going to take advantage of it, and like Steve Davis has been telling me over the years, you know, get up there and speak, you know, make sure you use all your time. So it's only going to be about an hour. Not really, just kidding, it's like 3 minutes. They always say, you know, keep your script, and I'm like, oh, I changed the script. No, make sure you stick with the script. The script's not working for me, I'm going to change it. No. Anyway, you had that happen to Brad and I when we were doing the rehearsal for the keynote. So anyway, okay, first off, most importantly, I want to introduce my family and friends and staff that has made everything happen for me for the last 28 years. You know, the drinking age when I started was only 19, so I got to tell you that. Anyway, I've been in business for a long time, but it's gone really, really fast. And I have my 4 beloved children here and my new daughter-in-law, Brittany. And I wanted to stand because when I started in business, my oldest was 3 months old, and that is very trying. So let me tell you, if you didn't have your family helping you, no one can get a babysitter on Christmas Day. So I want to introduce my oldest son, Jonathan, who is there. And that's my son, Nick, and I don't know if he can stand, he just tore his ACL going to Colorado. My only daughter, beautiful princess, Samantha. And my baby I still have at home, Mitchell. Yeah. Yay, and my beautiful daughter-in-law, Brittany. Aww. Yeah. And I have another daughter now. Yay. And I also have some very special employees. They're part of my Gooseblind family that have been with me forever. When I started the business, Tim Anderson has been with me. Stand up there. He's been with me for 27 years. I mean, he's kind of like, he left for a little bit, but you know, we're trying to get him back, so. And then I also have Sandy Segula, who's my office manager. She holds down the fort. 17 years right there. All right, Sandy. Yeah. And then I have my chef who's been with me 4 years, Katie Mojo. Yeah, Katie. And then I have my dearest friend, Jacqueline Ewert, that's always been at my side through all my children help me out. Yeah. From Louisiana. And then I have my two friends here, Marlon, that was there from the beginning, staining everything at the Goose Wine. And also my personal massage therapist and dear friend, Carlene. Can't go without that. Okay, I have to tell you, it has been an amazing year. It did go really fast. I have to think last year, Bill von Rutenberg was unable to attend, and Debbie, and my heart goes out to him, and I want to thank him for believing me and appointing me to the executive board. I don't know where he is. He's out there somewhere. Thank you so much, Bill, for most of all believing in me. I now can check this off my bucket list. Not that it was. This is what happens when you sit in the front row all the time at seminars. Because Sally Scott, years ago, she was in charge of programs back then. She goes, "You're always in the front row. Do you want to help us on the program committee?" Well, that's what happens, so watch out. That's what's in the back row. So, as they say, the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun, and a year ago, this year has gone really fast. And a year ago, you know, you're nervous and everything, what are you gonna do this year? Whatever, you're thinking about it. My family was all in my room, and they came up and they gave me this beautiful cross. My first gift from Tiffany's. I don't know if I like the box better, no? In the bag, I still have it. But this beautiful cross they gave me, and I've cherished it the whole year, and I've worn it the whole time. And it reminds me, I will cherish it always, forever, and this, I've worn it all year round. It reminds me of special songs my dear friend Jacqueline and I always say to each other in good times and bad. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. So my personal faith and the faith in this organization has guided me all year long. I'm very proud of everything we have accomplished this year. We've increased membership by 29% and really showing the value of WRA. I would like to thank the board of directors because they are of all the most for their dedication, commitment, talent, and resources that they give so generously to the WRA. I'd like to give them, everyone that's here tonight, my board of directors, a round of applause. Because we are only successful as them with all of us working as a team. And I'm confident, you know, this show has been an excellent show. We really mixed things up, and I know it's been difficult for the WRA staff, but I have to give them a shout out for believing in change and working it, and they did an outstanding job. So Steve listed them all, and I've never had the experience to work with such a wonderful, well, I'm not saying my staff's really good, but they are outstanding. So if we could give our WRA staff a round of applause again. As my team, I always say that we can accomplish so much as if we work together. And in our industry, it's the same thing. Our board of directors, we had this great grassroots effort, and it was because of all of them reaching out to membership. Even at the show yesterday, or the last, Kim gave me a report right before I walked up here, and she said, we have had our best year ever at the show. We've gotten like twice as many memberships this year than we have at past shows, so congratulations. So working together with our industry, and united we stand, that's what we need to do all the time. So as I join the ranks of who's that to who's who, it's my last opportunity to be in the limelight. So I'm going to stay up here and look around for a while. No, actually that video presentation, I'm really relieved because, you know, it sounds really morbid, but I can give it to my kids and they can use it for part of my funeral presentation. See, you're about time. I'm all about time management.
Mom!
Whatever, you know, you got to think ahead, you got to plan. If you don't plan. Okay. So anyway, so this is my last moment in the limelight, and I know everyone, this is kind of like my going out party or coming out party, whatever you want to call it. It's all about connection, and it's all about who you know. So I'm going to tell you that I have two things to tell you before I turn over my reign to Lynn, and I'm so sorry he can't be here, but my thoughts and my prayers, like all of you, is with him, and I know in the next few weeks he'll be up and he'll be ready to take over, and in the interim, we'll be there to back him up. So before I hand over my reins goodbye to him, I have a few things I'd like to mention. Because Steve said, you know, take this opportunity to talk a long time. He's always after me. Get up there and talk. And I'm like, Steve, I don't want to talk. I actually kind of get used to it now. So at the board meeting, they cut it down. We only had 4 issues to write for our magazines. And I'm like, oh, darn, I'm just getting used to it. I have so much more to say. So anyway, okay. So the 2 things I want to say before I leave, which one thing well, let me go back because I'm not going to tell you 2 things yet. I forgot to say, in memory of my mom and dad, I wore this ring, which is my mother's and my father's. I'm so sorry because they taught me my work ethic and everything else, and I'm so proud, and I wish they were here to join me in this event. So. Steve said, aren't you going to cry? You didn't cry at the board meeting. I'm like, no, I'm going to save that for afterwards. So, the 2 things before I hand over to my reign to Lynn, when I go from who's who to who's that, because no one will remember him again, I want to tell you, you saw the pictures, my Harley's for sale. So, if you want to make an offer later at the bar, let me know. And I'm also single. So if you like a group package, we could work something out.
Oh, Mary.
That's kind of funny. It's all about connections. You know you, I know you. Okay, this guy would be good for me. This girl, I'll meet you, I'll introduce you. Okay. I want to make sure I have my moment. Okay, so as I walk into who's that, I want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for this opportunity to serve as your WRA chairman of the board. I thank all my family, and I consider you all my close friends out here that are here and that have worked so dedicatedly, generously for membership and everything else, and the WRA for their support all year, and the journey was the reward. And a thought I'd like to leave you with that I tweaked from a famous speech President Kennedy gave. Ask not what the WRA can do for you, but what you can do for the WRA. God bless you all, and wear your sunscreen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.